You work hard, you earn money, but somehow it just seems to disappear. What if I told you that there are a few everyday habits that are secretly draining your wallet? You know, those things we do without even realizing they're messing with our bank account. Today, we're diving into 10 common habits that could be sabotaging your finances. I'll break down each habit, show you why it's costing you money, and give you actionable tips to break free. So, grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's get started. First off, one everyday habit that is draining your wallet is falling for marketing tricks. You're strolling through the mall, just browsing, when bam! You get hit with a giant sale sign in your favorite store. Suddenly, you're justifying a purchase you didn't even need just because it's 50% off. Those limited time offers, or the classic buy one get one free. These sales get you hyped, and before you know it, you're spending money on things you never even wanted. They're designed to make you spend more. Companies spend millions on marketing tactics to trigger those impulse buys. Before you whip out your wallet, take a breath. Ask yourself if you really need it or if you're just being swayed by a clever marketing ploy. Stick to your budget, make a list, and don't let those flashing lights and catchy slogans control your spending habits. Next habit is purchasing trendy fashion items. Keeping up with the latest fashion trends can be a black hole for your bank account. Trends come and go faster than you can say fast fashion, and it's a never-ending designed to keep you spending. Instead of chasing fleeting trends, invest in classic pieces that never go out of style. A good quality pair of jeans, a timeless leather jacket, a simple white t-shirt. These are the items that will stand the test of time in your wardrobe. Not only will you save money in the long run, but you'll also develop your own personal style that transcends trends. Your wallet will thank you. Habit number 3 is buying new instead of used. Sometimes we think buying new means better quality, but that's not always true. We live in a society that often glorifies buying brand new everything: cars, clothes, electronics, you name it. But do you really need that shiny new price tag? Because your bank account might disagree. Almost everything depreciates in value the moment you buy it, especially electronics and cars. Buying used can save you a significant amount of money. You can find amazing deals on cars, furniture, electronics, and more, all gently used and at a fraction of the original price. Do your research, be patient, and you'll be amazed at what you can find. Save your hard-earned money for experiences, investments, or things that truly matter to you. The next one is a biggie: impulse buying. This one hits all of us. You're waiting in line at the grocery store, and suddenly those candy bars at the checkout aisle are calling your name. It's like they have a magnetic pull, drawing you in with their colorful wrappers and promises of instant gratification. Or maybe you're scrolling online and get hit with a perfectly timed ad for that gadget you've been thinking about. You see something that catches your eye, and suddenly it's in your cart. It's only when you get home that you realize you didn't need it at all. Impulse buying. It's not just limited to physical stores. The digital world is full of temptations too. It's the silent killer of budgets everywhere. One moment of weakness can lead to a series of small, seemingly insignificant purchases that can wreak havoc on your financial plans. Those small, seemingly insignificant purchases can add up like crazy over time. Before you know it, your shopping cart is filled with items you didn't plan to buy, and your credit card statement is a long list of tiny charges that collectively make a big dent. The good news is, there's a simple solution. Make a list and stick to it. A shopping list can be your best friend, guiding you through the aisles and helping you stay focused on what you actually need. Implement a 24-hour rule for any non-essential purchases. This rule gives you time to think about whether you really need that item, or if it's just a fleeting desire. Chances are the initial excitement will wear off, and you'll realize you didn't really need it after all. This simple delay can save you from countless unnecessary expenses. Take control of your finances and don't let those spur-of-the-moment decisions sabotage your financial goals. By being mindful and intentional with your spending, you can achieve financial stability and peace of mind. Remember, every small step counts towards a bigger, more secure financial future. Number 5. Choosing brand names over generic. Sometimes we just pick the brand name out of habit. We live in a world obsessed with brand names, but let me tell you a little secret. Generic brands often offer the same quality at a fraction of the price. When you're buying a brand name, you're often paying a premium for the logo, the marketing, and the perceived status that comes with it. In many cases, especially with things like groceries, cleaning supplies, and over-the-counter medications, the generic option is virtually identical to the brand name. Don't let the brand name fool you. Compare prices, and don't be afraid to try the generic option. Make the switch to generic and watch your savings grow. Next up on my list is upgrading your phone yearly. We live in a world obsessed with having the latest and greatest tech gadgets, and the pressure to upgrade our phones every year is real. Every year, tech companies release new models with flashy features and minor improvements, creating a buzz that makes us feel like we need to keep up. But do you really need that new phone every year? The answer might surprise you. Unless you're a tech reviewer or someone who absolutely relies on having the latest specs for work or personal projects, the answer is probably no. Most of us use our phones for basic tasks like texting, calling, browsing the internet, and using social media. Smartphone technology has plateaued in recent years. The major leaps in innovation we saw a decade ago have slowed down. The upgrades are often incremental, not revolutionary. A slightly better camera, a marginally faster processor, or a new color option. These changes are usually not game changers. Instead of falling prey to the upgrade cycle, hold on to your phone for as long as possible. A phone that is just a year or two old is still highly capable and can handle most tasks with ease. Take good care of it, invest in a sturdy case and screen protector, and resist the urge to jump on the newest model the moment it's released. Regular maintenance and careful usage can extend the life of your phone significantly. Use it wisely, keep it for as long as it serves you well, and save that cash for something that truly matters. Whether it's a vacation, a new hobby, or even just a rainy day fund, there are better ways to spend your money than on a yearly phone upgrade. Make thoughtful decisions and prioritize what truly adds value to your life. Another habit that's costing us big time is falling for buy now, pay later schemes. It sounds great, right? Split up payments over time, but these schemes often make it too easy to overspend. These setups make it so easy to buy stuff you don't actually have the cash for, and without feeling like you're spending. You see something you want, whether it's clothes, a new gadget, or even furniture, and you think, oh, I'll just pay for it in small chunks. No big deal. But here's the thing. That buy now, pay later option isn't free money. You're going to pay for it eventually, and probably at a moment when you've got other bills on your plate. It feels like a free pass at the checkout, but every payment adds up, and it hits your budget harder than you think. You get to the end of the month, and suddenly all those tiny payments are piling up, and that's where people get hit. Realizing too late that they've overspent and now they're stuck with these bills. So, yeah, buy now, pay later is convenient, but don't let it trick you into overspending just because you're not paying up front. If you can't afford to pay for it now, chances are it'll be a headache to pay for it later. The next one's huge. Buying things based on FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's that feeling we get when we see everyone else doing something, buying something, or experiencing something, and we don't want to be left behind. Social media amplifies this feeling, making it seem like everyone else is living their best life, while we're stuck in the mundane. FOMO can lead to some seriously poor financial decisions. We might overspend on things we don't need, just to feel like we're part of the crowd. This can result in debt, stress, and regret. We end up buying things we don't need, can't afford, and might not even want, just to keep up with the Joneses. This cycle of spending can be hard to break, but it's important to recognize the impact it has on our financial health. Remember, your value doesn't lie in the things you own or the experiences you can flaunt on social media. True happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external validation. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own financial goals and priorities. Set realistic and meaningful goals that align with your values and aspirations. Make conscious spending decisions based on your own needs and values, not on the fear of being left out. By doing so, you'll find greater satisfaction and peace of mind in your financial journey. Here's another big one. Spending money to keep up appearances. We live in a world where it's easy to feel pressured to portray a certain image, whether it's through the clothes we wear, the car we drive, or the vacations we take. But trying to keep up appearances can be a costly and never-ending cycle. You're constantly chasing after external validation, and it's a race you can never truly win. True wealth and happiness come from within. Focus on building genuine connections, pursuing your passions, and finding joy in the simple things. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to spend money to be worthy of love, respect, or admiration. Last but not the least is paying for unused services. Look, subscriptions are everywhere these days. Gym memberships, streaming services, that random app you downloaded for a free trial and forgot to cancel. These recurring charges might seem small individually, but they can really add up over time, silently chipping away at your hard-earned cash. Take some time to review your bank statements and credit card bills And identify any subscriptions or services you're not actively using. Cancel anything you don't absolutely need or use regularly. It's your money, and you have the power to decide where it goes. So there you have it, guys. 10 everyday habits that are making you broke. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content just like this. See you in the next video.